2020 sucked. Things were rough. We made a turnaround. We switched roles around. Yeah, we went through some rough times.
Yeah. They were some of the best years, I think, for us as an organization and me as an individual. I think them couple of years from when the world kind of fell apart, or our world kind of fell apart, and at the early 2020, late 19, we were 100% oil and gas, which awesome industry. Nothing against oil and gas. It's a phenomenal industry with a lot of really, really awesome people. But kind of fell apart in late 20 or early 20, and we got into all sorts of stuff. Our ability to pivot was kind of limited because of the COVID then hit right after, all of our work dried up, and so we were scrambling. We got into some structural steel and all sorts of different things, but I think that those 2 years, 20 and 21, were probably the most educational years for us. Me.
Yeah, we've talked about that. How I was like, hate my life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when we've both said, like, and when you look back, I mean, them were some of the best years for maturity, experience, learning, everything.
Yeah. You think about it too, the wise man once said that to really be an effective leader, that life, you gotta have some sort of pretty rough life experiences, and up until that point, I don't know that we really had. I mean, there's your normal stuff.
We probably thought we did, but we didn't really. I mean, that was like world altering.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, because there was times where we were like, should we shut it down? Should we keep rolling? But I think we just had I don't know, it's interesting because I don't know, you could think pretty deep, but you get your mindset and all that, but like, I think that, I don't know about you, but I think that we had like, yeah, even though maybe it was on the table at a certain point of like, maybe we should, should we shut it down or not? I know the question got asked, but like, I don't know if it was ever actually an option in my mind. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if, and I'm not saying that in any kind of way to pump ourselves up or anything like that. I don't really know why. That's just, in my mind, I don't really think it was an option ever. I don't know if I was so afraid of failure that I thought that was failure, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. That could have been. I don't know.
Yeah, same. We got a little breather. Went and ran tractor for a few months and got a little breather and realized that shutting it down wasn't the right thing to do. It wasn't an option, really.
Right.
Because it's, we got too much responsibility and it wasn't the right choice. Right?
Yeah, it wasn't the right choice.
No.
And even then, we might not have known, like, been like 100% conviction, like it wasn't the right choice. But I'm just saying, like, now we're looking back and we're like, dude, no, we had to stick with it. I mean, this is the thing.
Right.
And I think we're going to continue as the years go. We're going to continue to be glad that we stuck with it.
Right. Yeah, we just put our boots on.
Yeah, we just put our boots on and do the deal,
Put your work boots on.
So we can't pump ourselves up and take all the credit, but...
Yeah, that time period that or the clarity that time period brought to a lot of different things. I mean, I think even you and I learned a lot about each other and how we think and how we operate, and that time period brought a lot of clarity, even to the, you think about the what's it take to be successful or make a dent, and it's really simple stuff. It's be good at something, right? is like, we just got to be good at something and then do it consistently, better than, the majority of the people. And that's, and that clarity, that through that time of rooting around, and of course the years prior to that, we had tried. I mean, that was the amazing thing about our little journey here, is that the time period before that was really experimental. We'd done everything that you could think of. We messed around with duplex. We got into vessels. We got a vessel stamp in 16 or 17, and piping and structural steel. And so if you think about from the beginning, and even field service and plant piping and boiler tube repair and all the different things, we've done a lot of different stuff, and the people here have done a lot of different stuff that kind of led us to that point of early 22 where we started focusing on, hey, let's be into this pressure vessel and contract manufacturing, and
just do what we're good at.
Do what we're good at and get good at it.
Get better at it.
Get better at it. Yep.
Right.
And so even all that is a part of the story, the experimenting, and then going through a period of pain and having to reevaluate and get on a path. But yeah,
it's all necessary stuff.
Yep.
It's all important. That's why they say failure is important, I guess. I mean, not that in hindsight you look at it, it wasn't all a failure.
Yeah.
It was just a story of survival and getting to know ourselves and figuring out what we were good at.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's our place? Yeah.
Yeah. Find our place. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. I don't know if I've ever been more optimistic about the direction of the business, the opportunity that's there, the future.
Oh, same here.
And some of it is, well, it's hard to say how much, but a lot of it is just because of diversification, and then the position changes that we've made and the improvements, and it's just crazy. It's like a completely different place.
Yeah,
than
I
it was.
know.
But we still have the same culture.
Yeah, culture hasn't changed. We got a pretty awesome group here. Even the economy, and there's some of the instability in the economy, but it feels like this is the right place to be with the way the country's gone, and the how we've offshored our manufacturing for so long, and being a part of bringing that back is like, yeah, we can't go wrong.
I feel like we're just positioned perfectly for the environment that we're in, and we'll see. I mean, nobody can tell the future, but I don't see how you could be positioned better. We don't have a lot of drawbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as like advantages, if you think about like in a marketplace, the advantages or disadvantages that we might have in a marketplace, I don't think we have like a lot of disadvantages, unless you count like being a smaller company a disadvantage. But I think there's way more advantages to being a smaller company for the client than there is disadvantages.
Yeah.
Because, and a lot of it boils down to just the attention they get, and the ability to pivot, and with them, the resiliency. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but just that nimble approach that we're able to bring to the intuitive approach that we're able to bring to a client that you're not going to get from some of these big companies. You're just not going to get it. You're gonna look in their catalog, pick something out, and that's what you get.
Right.
And if you want something custom, it's going to take you months and go through their bureaucracy and all that stuff, but you don't have to deal with that here.
Yeah.